Good evening, everybody. I'm sorry this is coming a little bit late. This is step three of creating e-learning course for Form 3 Computer Science. So I'd explain to you how I divided the course into modules and try to come up with my course plan. And I explained in here, I have my introduction. In my introduction, I have an overview where I talked about the course, and instead of listing my definitions as slides, I decided to go with a glossary, since we'll still do the same thing. In a glossary, I'm going to have those keywords and those key definitions all listed and their meanings. I also have two folders, one with my exercise files and the other one for the module resources. So I follow that format with the other modules. Now, what is important here in my step three is that I am done with the expositive instruction methods. I want to finish up with the expositive instruction methods so that uh, learners can know all the basic concepts, memorize them, and so on. For those of you who are not following up with expositive, we talked this last time about expositive. I think it should be here. I guess so. Expositive, different instructional methods. So my focus in this particular step three is to be done with all the expositive methods. So I can now move to ensuring that learners are going through, after I'm done with this, focus on the fact that learners should be learning, uh, should be building competence. So, so I'm talking about, I want to be done with this. In step three, I complete all this. I make sure that I do my presentations like you saw. I make sure, and I've converted my presentations to videos, as you can see. I explained to you later, these were first of all presentations, now they are videos where I talk, and you have now these presentations now are as videos. However, still leave the slides for the presentation under resources, so that in case a learner wants to download the slides, he or she can download the slides and go through the slides. If you notice, I also have my resources, some glossary examples, and you can see I'm really trying to adhere to uh, the the whole idea of worked examples also. So make sure that all, as far as expositive methods are concerned, I'm done. So that step four, I'll be moving to address application methods, which is making sure that learners can perform procedures, can build knowledge, can, and so on and so forth. So I'll be handling that in step four. But by step three, I'm done with this. So if you look at, I've made sure that my resources are all there, my slides, my examples, and so on. So if you go to, this is my module 0 introduction. I have an overview and I have a glossary that has the key terms needed that learners need to know for the course. And if you go to my module 1, you have an overview again, which introduces this particular module. Then you have lesson 1. This first lesson in this module was a PowerPoint slide, and if you come inside here, you see the slide. Now I've transformed it into a video. And after students or the learners go through this particular lesson, I have my various demos for that lesson. I'm going to repeat this for lesson 2, lesson 3, and so on and so forth. In the end, my final step 3, all of my lessons will have their demos, all of my lessons will have their slides inside here, and any software needed for the particular demos or for practice, I'll put them inside my resources folder. So I'm organizing. And I also have my exercise files, which will contain examples and as you can see, examples. It also contain things like case studies and so on. So I guess when I'm done with this, I'll do that for all the other lessons, and I'll do that for all these other modules. Then I'll move to the next phase or next phase, which is our next step, which is step 4, where I'll be focusing, like I said, on application methods. So expositive methods, my goal here is to make sure that I give the learners all the information they need to understand the concepts, they need to retain and memorize everything that is needed, the basics, the foundations of the course. So I'm making sure that I do all that right now. While step 4, I move on now to make sure that learners can apply what was taught. Thanks for listening.